Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to McQuaid Jesuit High School for another night of basketball action. Tonight, the East High Eagles take on the McQuaid Jesuit Knights. Tonight's game brought to you by Salvatores.com. Visit Salvatores.com right now to pick up dinner and watch this extraordinary game. I'm Sam Schreier, along with Joel Belfazer. Joel, good evening and welcome to a big matchup tonight in the city in the RCAC.
Yeah, welcome, Sam. This is always fun when these two schools play. Really looking forward to a big matchup between McQuaid and East High. It's going to be fun.
They played already once the season. The game was at East. The Knights kept the game close. The Eagles pulled away at the end. And the Eagles have also played 3 days in a row before tonight, so that could be a factor in tonight's game as we go forward.
Yeah, we'll see where their legs are. That's a lot of basketball to make up just to get the season in, so we'll see the conditioning tonight.
For sure. We'll tell you more about it as we go on, and getting set now for tonight's national anthem here at McQuaid Jesuits. We're getting ready for tonight's action between the East High Eagles and McQuaid Jesuit Knights. Let's pick up tonight's starting lineups. Officials for tonight's game: Jim Salamone, Devin Mayo.
First, for the visiting Eagles from East High School.
Here's the East starting lineups.
Starting at guard, a 6'4" junior wearing number 1,
Damani Barley, number 1. Makes all the plays on offense for the Eagles.
6'1" senior wearing number 5, Clinique
Jackson.
Starting at guard, a 6'4" junior wearing number 12, Justice Ross Simmons. Starting at guard, a 6'3" junior wearing number 13, Kai McCullough. And starting at forward, a 6'8" senior wearing number 24, Darren Blocker.
Darren Blocker, who of course was a Knight last year.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's weird to see him over in the East High colors, and he's having quite a season too. He is a great all-around player.
He's coached by Daryl Barley. Here's the Knights starting lineups. Colin Bababadila, number 5. Ryan Broderick.
Starting forward, a 6'3" senior wearing number
32, Jordan Bronco.
And starting forward, a 6'3" senior wearing number 13,
Joe Cairns.
And starting at guard, a 6'3"
And number 2, Keith Warren.
Got quite a matchup today of two of the best point guards in Section 5 with Keith Warren and Damani Barley. So looking forward to seeing a great matchup between those two. But firepower all around for both teams. It's going to be fun.
Head coach of the Knights, Jack Leisure. The Knights 5-3. The Eagles are 7-1. Eagles scoring in the 90s just about every single game. And most of their games get out of hand early. So we'll see. Last time they played the Knights, of course, it was a close game for the majority of the game.
Yeah, Knights kept it close, and East pulled away a little bit at the end.
All right, here we go. Tip-off time. Cairns to tip off for McQuaid. Blocker for East, and East wins the tip. And right away, Justice Ross Simmons. Simmons has the ball, shoots it off into the corner. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound, off, batted around. Blocker trying to fight for it, grabs it back, tries to go right up. A couple Knights there to defend. They get the ball back. They hit it off of the East leg. Goes out of bounds. And McQuaid forces a turnover right off the bat.
Yeah, you mentioned East playing a lot of games. They just played a game yesterday. Sunday matinee against Wilson. So,
You know they're like the LA Lakers, right?
Yeah.
So they got different jerseys every game.
Yep.
The black ones going on yesterday. Right back the other way. McQuaid gets the ball stolen in the press. Monty Barley with it. Shoots it off into the corner. Three-pointer, no good for McCullough. And the rebound comes down for the Knights. Cairns with it. Gets the ball stolen back by East. They take it back in, up and in. Justice Ross Simmons lays it in for the Eagles. And back the other way, Keith Warren right to the basket, up and in for McQuaid, ties the game. 2-2, 7:10 to go in the first quarter. Here comes Barley being guarded by Warren. Ben Badilla, correction on that one, sorry about that. And Justice Ross Simmons has it, passes it off to Blocker. Blocker trying to drive in, and he travels on the play. Another turnover for East. So McQuaid trying to get East out of their offense right there. They steal it, and then they have to set up the half court. McQuaid's been doing a good job so far. Yeah,
good team defense so far, and I think they're going to have an outstanding, maybe their best defensive game of the year to really keep this game in check and come away with an upset win today.
East in the full court press. They get another turnover. It's Barley up and in, and he scores it for East, and the Eagles take the lead. Here comes McQuaid, back the other way. Cairns passes it off into the corner. Three-pointer, no good for Broderick, and East comes down with the rebound. Back the other way, Barley. Barley being guarded by Badilla. Hits it off the other side to Justice Ross Simmons. Simmons back to Barley for three. Long three-pointer is good. And the Eagles tack on three more. 7-2 East.
You know, the last time he did the broadcast with East High Eagles, nearly broke the scoreboard, so they're well on their way so far.
Certainly are.
Score in a hurry.
Back the other way, they get the steal again on the full court press. Barley right to the basket, up and in. And it forces a McQuaid timeout. Just like that, and McQuaid has the momentum. He scores steal after steal, and they take a 9-2 lead. 30-second timeout for McQuaid.
Sweet baby, oh baby, sweet baby, oh baby,
Today's game brought to you by Salvatores.com. Make sure you visit Salvatores.com right now. Pick up your favorite pizza or wings or something good for the rest of this game.
A whole bunch of delicious food there at Salvatore's.
Back the other way. Here comes McQuaid off the timeout to the corner for Broderick. Broderick tries to pass it inside to Cairns, gets it back to Warren. Around the other side of that, Badilla for three, no good. And the ball bounces around, goes out of bounds, and possession to the Eagles.
It was a good possession, though, for McQuaid. Good ball movement, got a good open shot.
Yes.
Just didn't knock it down.
They did. All right, here come the Eagles now. Barley to Blocker to Simmons, back to Barley cross court. Barley for three, no good. Long rebound into the hands of the Knights. Bedelia for the rebound. Back the other way. Here comes the Knights, right to the basket, and Blanco is blocked, but McQuaid comes back with the rebound. Knights have it. Bedelia off to Keith Warren. Warren pulls up, no good. Rebound again to McQuaid, and they touch it, and it does go out of bounds. So again, McQuaid able to hit the glass, get some rebounds, and keep the possessions going. Have to put up points against this Eagles team.
Yeah, they're tough to score against underneath, too, with the length of East High, with Blocker down there, and, of course, Ross Simmons.
Here comes the Eagles back the other way, trying to go right to the basket, no good. Couple of Knights defenders there. Here come back the other way. Warren right to the basket, up and in. Keith Warren lays it in for McQuaid. It's 9-4.
Great drive there by Warren. I think he's poised for a big game.
Here we go. He's back the other way. It's Justice Ross Simmons with it, trying to dribble around two defenders, able to get to the rim, put it up, no good. Rebound bounces around. Simmons tried to catch it, and it hit a Knight and went out of bounds. So East will hold on to possession. Underneath the basket, pass goes inbounds. Blocker with it, the former Knights. Tries to dribble to it, but he steps on the line, goes out of bounds, turnover for East. McQuaid forcing East, once they get into the half court, to try to make them run the offense and not go right to the basket. But it did enable them to set up the full court press, and McQuaid breaks it as Broderick shoots for three, no good, rebound to Barley. Barley back the other way to Blocker. Blocker trying to cut through two Knights, and one of them steps in and draws a foul.
A chance to go back to that big block on defense here by Blocker. Bronco goes in, and Blocker just says, no, thank you.
Foul's called on the floor. East out of bounds underneath the basket. Pass into Barley. Tried to get the ball screen. He now has it and kicks it out to McCullough. McCullough tries to drive and kicks it back to Barley. Barley with it. Cross court, stolen by McQuaid. Back the other way. Cairns to the basket, up and in. And one, a foul on the play as well. And McQuaid able to pick up the two and shooting one.
I think this is what McQuaid's going to have to do. Use their defense to lead to easy baskets in transition. Exactly what Cairns did here. As we take one more look. Didn't see much of a foul on the replay. Hard to tell there, but
I think Coach Barley was more upset that they allowed the steal to happen as they were trying to get it back out. Yep. So Cairns tries to complete the three-point play. Up and no good. Rolls around, fighting for the rebound, and McQuaid got the tip. That was close, but East gets the ball out of bounds. Eagles possession. Up court, here come the Eagles. Justice Ross Simmons, being guarded by Cairns. Simmons out to McCullough. McCullough tries to drive right in, can't get to the basket. Two defenders there, they try to pass it down, and it's tipped away. And then on the play, as it was tipped, the Eagles get fouled. Tough swarming defense for McQuaid right now.
yeah, Coach Leisure, that's something you always have in a McQuaid team. It's just good team swarming defense, like you said, active hands. So we see it up top with Cairns guarding Ross Simmons.
Ross Simmons to the basket. Oh, he passes it off to Blocker, who slams it home and picks up the foul. What a nice way. These Eagles find ways to find each other on the court. They have such great vision. They're able to find Blocker coming in, who slams it home for East.
And you got Ross Simmons, at his size, leading the, as he misses the free throw, leading the break there, and a nice dish off for the easy slam for Blocker.
Quaid breaks the press. Broderick right inside. Nice pass to Bedelia, and he's able to lay it in. It's 11-8.
If you're McQuaid, this is what you got to do. Try to keep it close.
Where you want the score to be as well.
Yep. And East is going to put up some points. We all know this.
Back the other way. East with the ball. McCullough to the basket. Misses the shot. The rebound pulled down by McQuaid. Here comes Keith Warren. Warren tries to get it, gets it to the corner. Bedelia back out to Broderick. Round back to Warren again. He's being guarded by Simmons. Long three, no good. Rebound, long rebound to Barley. Barley takes it back, but he's stolen from behind. Nice defense right there for the Knights. Abedelia at the basket, to the basket, up and no good. Man, look at that. Right back to the Knights for three, and it's good. Joe Cairns ties the game for McQuaid.
Big time three by Cairns in the corner to tie this game up. There's no fans here, but it is still pretty loud, the excitement you hear from both benches. They know this is a big game.
Here we go. He's back the other direction. Barley with the ball. Barley trying to dribble around with it. It's being guarded by Cairns. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Barley looking to Blocker, who's inside. Does a little spin move, turns, hits a shot up, no good. Rebound to East as Justice Ross Simmons lays it back in. Right back the other way. Here comes McQuaid. Roger to the basket's blocked. The rebound comes down to McQuaid. No good. Another rebound, and this time taken back by East. They shoot it down the court and up and in. Barley. And just like that, back to a 4-point game. And a timeout on the court.
Oh, action-packed
sequence right there.
Yeah, this is fun. Up and down the court. We kind of expected this a little bit from, we knew it was coming from East, but seeing it from McQuaid, this is back and forth.
McQuaid able to break the pressure, which is the big thing that you have to do against East. Get to the pressure, get it over half court, and right now they're hitting the glass and getting the rebounds. On the offensive glass, they have a decisive advantage currently in this first quarter. So that's what's really important at this point.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, so East does call a timeout. They'll be able to set up their press again after the last basket. Ball will be underneath. Underneath the basket, Cairns will take it out for McQuaid. Pass it to Brongo, back to Cairns. Cairns being double teamed, able to get it across half court to Brongo. Now to Bavidilia, rather. And it goes all across to Broderick, who tried to go up and is blocked, and East comes back down with the ball. Blocker tries to get around, and he throws an elbow into Warren. Warren takes it, and they call an offensive foul. Good play right there to get set by Warren. Pass into Cairns. Down to Warren. Warren with it, shoots it over to Broderick. Broderick gets it inside the Brongo. Being guarded by two East defenders. They kick it back around the other side. Abedelia for three, no good. East comes down with it. 38 seconds to go in the quarter. 32 on the shot clock. And East gets it across court, across half court. Simmons with the ball. Simmons shoots it off to Barley. Barley trying to lead the defenders. 16 on the shot clock. Long three for Barley, no good. Rebound to McQuaid. And the Knights come back the other way with 16 seconds. Right to the basket. Warren, no good. But he draws a foul. Good play right there. They get the stop and take it right to the rim as Keith Warren able to draw some contact from East.
Yeah, dangerous with the ball in his hands. Warren gets to the line with just about 13 seconds to go here in the opening period.
First foul shot for Warren is up and no good. Tell you what, despite whatever the score is going to be after this quarter, McQuaid's got to be happy with how they've kept it down in this quarter.
Yeah, they've kept the scoring down, and they've kept it within, let's see here, 3 points. So, yeah.
East will get one more chance to try to extend that 3-point lead. 10 seconds to go. Here come the Eagles. McQuaid applying the pressure to try to prevent the last shot. They're trying to get it in. Almost tipped away. Back the other way. Shoots it to the corner. Simmons, three, no good. McQuaid comes down with the rebound, and it is a 3-point game. I think McQuaid did exactly what they wanted to do right there, besides have the lead.
Yeah, I agree with you. Keep the score low, keep it within striking distance, and both teams are capable of going on big runs at any time. So, just like the first game, it's anybody's game at this point.
All right, it's 15-12 East. We've played one. You're watching the East Eagles and the McQuaid Knights on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Today's game brought to you by Salvatores.com. are back. Back at McQuaid, the Knights trail the Eagles by 3. 12 seconds to go. Or 12 seconds to go. 12 seconds to go in the halftime break, or in the first quarter. But I'm losing right here, Joel. There we go. It's okay.
That's all right.
As long as we got the game action.
That's right.
Covered.
Everybody
That's
can see
good.
it.
Anyway, it's time for the second quarter. It's 15-12 East. The Knights ball to get us started. On the inbound pass, it goes to Broderick. Broderick passes it off. Dribbled right inside by Brongo, who goes up and in. It's 15-14. Here we go, Blocker with it, being double teamed by the Knights. Able to shoot in the corner to Barley, back up out top to Carruthers. He tries to go to the basket, and East got the ball stolen away by McQuaid. And right back the other way, East steals it, but they call an offensive foul. So there you go, right? So McQuaid's able to force the stop. They turn the ball over. East tried to go right to the basket, and they foul.
Yeah, it was a great play by Carruthers to sneak in there and steal that one away. And then on the other end, just a great defensive play by McQuaid.
Here we go. Pass into Babadilia. Babadilia trying to get it across, fighting the East pressure. They do get it across the timeline. Brongo to the corner for Broderick. Broderick dribbles it past Babadilia. In the other corner, 4-3. Keith Warren knocks it down. Big three-pointer, and the Knights get their first lead of the game.
Just like that, yeah, Knights on top. Just a good open look there for Keith Warren. Not going to miss too many of those.
Nice play. Here we go, back the other way. Barley with it, being guarded by Babadilia. Pass it into Blocker. From behind, the ball is stolen. McQuaid comes up with it, still fighting for it, and now they have possession. Brongo has it, and he's able to get it off to Cairns. Cairns will take it right to the basket. Up, no good. Gets his own rebound, up again, and score it, and a foul. Wow. What a play right there. You get the steal to the basket, no good, rebound, then good, and foul.
Yeah, we see the defensive play there as we take a look at the replay, and then Cairns on the other end. We'll cut this short just so we can see his free throw. But a great job fouling his own shot. Just knocks down the free throw. First of all, great job keeping body control, not getting in charge there. But then getting the loose ball and putting it back up. Great play by Joe Cairns.
Able to complete the three-point play as East comes back the other way. Right to the basket, Carruthers, no good. As she didn't even hit the rim, and it's able to pull down by McQuaid. Here come the Knights again with a 5-point lead. Being double-teamed is Broderick. He's able to get it over to Babadilia. Babadilia has it to Brongo in the corner for Broderick for three. No good. Rebound for Brongo, up and in. And the Knights extend the lead. It's 7 now. Now doing everything they want to do. Barley across half court. Gets the passes tipped away as Justice Ross Simmons tried to control it. He's able to spin around through the lane and lay it in for East. They pick up the first points of the quarter.
Yeah, just so strong in the lane, Ross Simmons, with that patented spin move of his.
Back in the other direction. Babadilia from the corner for three. Another three-pointer. Wow. He's able to hammer that home from the corner. And an 8-point lead for McQuaid.
Yeah, big shot, but everything is starting on this end, on the defensive end for McQuaid.
Setting up that offense for sure. Barley to Blocker. Wow, three-pointer, no good. Rebound taken by East. Big rebound for Clinique Jackson. He tries to lay it up, and he's fouled on the play. I was reading an article today, speaking of Clinique Jackson. I think it was on Pick and Splinters. They were saying that any other team that Clinique Jackson played for, he'd average double figures.
Oh, yeah.
Any other team. First one, no good.
Yeah, they've had this problem, in air quotes, for the last couple of years, that their number 5 could be a lot of teams' number 1 or 2.
True. Kai McCullough checks in for the Eagles, and another shot for Jackson. 5:13 to go in the first half. Second one, no good. So both foul shots missed. Cleed comes down with the rebound. Babadilia across half court to Brongo. Shoots it off in the corner to Broderick. Back to Brongo. Now the other way again to Babadilia. To Warren. 4-3, no good. Rebound East. Here come the Eagles back in the other direction. It's Justice Ross Simmons. Pass it off to Barley. Tried to get it back to Simmons. He tried to pass it through traffic, and it's intercepted by McQuaid. And they take it back the other direction. To the corner for three. No good. And a rebound is taken down by East. Good action, end-to-end right here. Right to the basket. Ball's over, no call. Rebound. Oh, nice play right there. Another rebound for Justice Ross Simmons. He's unable to finish, and the Knights come back with the rebound. Warren back in the other direction. Cuts three and around, tries to do a little spin move. He's unable to get it down. Anthony Jackson comes down with the rebound, shoots it back the other way. To Barley for three, no good. And Broderick again able to pull it down. Wow.
You know, Sam, I think what we're seeing, we talked about this earlier, is you see some tired legs out there for East, and rightfully so. I mean, yes, there are kids, but, you know, with all these games, consecutive games, I mean, they have to be tired.
Yeah, I would say. But McQuaid playing as well as they can play right now.
Oh, yeah, and then no credit taken away from McQuaid. They are playing a great game so far.
Cairns with it, shoots it over to Broderick. Broderick to the other side. For three for Bavadilia, no good. And McQuaid comes right back down with the rebound. Cairns with a pass off to Bavadilia, and he's able to lay it in, and a 10-point lead and a timeout for the Eagles. Just like that, McQuaid, East High only scoring 2 points in the quarter, and McQuaid able to take the lead and extend it to double digits. 3:36 to go here in the first half, and Joel, McQuaid doing what they need to do right now.
Yeah, they're playing exactly, I'm sure, how Coach Leisure scripted it up. Just good swarming defense, putting a lot of pressure on East every time they have the ball full, you know, all the way up to half court. Yeah. We're seeing their pressure extended, and we're seeing the result of that. They're forcing a lot of turnovers, they're getting a lot of fast breaks, and they just seem to have a little bit more energy today than East possible.
And like you said, so East in a stretch right now because they're trying to get all these games in, bang, bang, bang. They played yesterday, they played Saturday, they played Friday, they play tomorrow. I believe they're playing a stretch of 5 and 6 or 6 and 7, something like that. But,
and then I think they finish up Friday and Saturday as well. So, and they had that big game against Park School this weekend on Saturday. The huge win over the only team that's beaten them this year.
Yeah, they were able to score in the 90s against them and hold them down to 70s. That was a 20-point game right there.
Yeah, that was an impressive result there for East.
All right, after the timeout, it's East possession, 3:35 to go in the first half. Here come the Eagles. Blocker with it, across to Barley. Gets it around into the corner for three, no good. And it's pulled down by Bronco. Bronco passed it off to Broderick. East in the full court press. McQuaid breaks it, gets it across the timeline, shoots it into the corner for Cairns with a three, and it's no good. Barley back the other way again. Barley up, no good. Rebound down to McCullough, who's able to get the pass and score for East.
Great job on the follow-up there by McCullough to grab that rebound. He looks very active out there. He doesn't look like he's too tired.
Here come the Knights. Cavadelia with the ball. Passing it off to Warren. A tightly guarded defense from the Eagles. Back around the other way. Cavadelia for three from the corner, no good. Broderick with the rebound, up and no good. And it's pulled down on the rebound by Blocker. Former Knight with the ball, shoots it off into the corner to Kenny Jackson. Jackson with it, trying to dribble around through the paint. Shoots it off into the corner. And it's taken right to the basket by Kai McCullough, who scores, and the last 4 points scored by the Eagles, 27-21.
Yeah, Kai trying to provide that little spark here for East, to get him back in this game.
The other way, shot into the corner for three. Long three for Cairns is no good, and it's tipped in out of bounds, and East again with possession. All right, here we go with the Eagles with the ball. McQuaid with the press on. The Eagles able to get it across half court. It's passed in to Folks. Folks shoots it up. No good. Rebound for Bronco. Bronco gets it to Warren, and the Knights try to run the offense. They get it back down to Bavadilia. Bavadilia with it being guarded by two East defenders. Able to get it to Cairns, to Bronco. Bronco goes to the basket, no good. And again, the Eagles with the rebound, and here they come back the other way. Barley to the basket. didn't absolve the pressure, and he misses the layup, and McQuaid gets the rebound. Here we go, Warren right to the basket, up and in.
Great little stutter step there by Keith to get a step around blocker.
Nice move right there. So here come the Eagles back the other way. Damani Barley shoots it to Clinique Jackson. Being guarded by Broderick. Broderick around to McCullough. Back to Barley, trying to get it inside, and it's intercepted by McQuaid. And here come the Knights back the other way. Warren able to go to the basket, and he's fouled on the play. Not able to get the shot to fall, but he's going to shoot 2 foul shots as we're under a minute to play.
Yeah, it's big to have Keith Warren back. I don't believe he played this weekend against Bishop Kearney for McQuaid, so they're glad to see him back running the point.
Definitely a needed ally in this game, so to speak, against East with that pressure. Is helping to break that pressure for McQuaid. First one's up and in.
Into the game for East High School, number 12,
Justice Ross Simmons checks in for the Eagles.
Yeah, first day of football season, too. A lot of football players out in the court right now.
Say that right there. Yep. First day in the snow.
Yeah, upstate New York weather.
That's right. But also, calling it spring football or fall too.
Fall
I'd say
too,
it's
yeah.
more like fall than spring.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
I agree with that.
Here we go. Eagles with it, down by 9. Barley. Around to Simmons. Back to Barley. Wins into Blocker. Blocker around to Justice Ross. Simmons around to Barley. Back to Clinique Jackson from the corner for 3. No good. McQuaid comes down with it. They will try to break this pressure. And they are able to. They get into the court. They can play for the last shot if they would like. Warren with it, being guarded by Clinique Jackson. 22 seconds to play. Shot clock is up. Around to Cairns. Wade calling out the play. Little handoff to Bavadulia. It's over to Broderick. Back to Warren. Warren with it. 4 seconds. Down to 2. Long shot, no good. And right there, the McQuaid Knights did what they wanted to do in the first half. They fell behind, and then they fought back, and a great second quarter right there for McQuaid.
Yeah, and I'm just going to say everything is just all about defense right now for McQuaid. They are playing outstanding team defense and limiting the good shots for East High, causing a lot of turnovers, getting a lot of easy buckets on the other end, and it's reflected in the score. 9-point lead for McQuaid.
All right, we have reached halftime. It's the McQuaid Knights 30 and the East High Eagles 21. Today's game brought to you by Salvatores.com. I'm Sam Schreier with Joe Belfezer, and we appreciate you tuning in. We'll be back here shortly on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Sweet baby, oh baby, oh baby, sweet baby, oh baby,
Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming,
Cuts inside. Touchdown, Red Devils. Rosin coach Greg Murphy. There's you. What a move. And the foul.
videography, and photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography, college recruiting videos, live streaming of games,
Patience offensively against this excellent defense. Now the shot's fired. How about that?
right into the top of the cage off the stick.
It'll be 2nd down and 3. Handoff this time right up the middle. And B.J. Clark is gone for the touchdown.
School events, graduations. Varsity Media is available to cover a game, a tournament, a season, or any special event.
Talk to us a little bit about what went through your mind, how you prepared for that to run such a fast speed.
Currently, spectators are limited at events. Let Varsity Media bring the event to your fans. Contact Varsity Media today for more information. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone at 866-577-1950. At Varsity Media, we offer everything under the sun when it comes to media. Action photography, live videography, live streaming, college recruiting videos, social media videos, and so much more. Visit our website at www.varsitymedia.net or visit us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Search Varsity Media. Varsity Media, we highlight your life.
All right, welcome back to McQuaid for the second half of the East Eagles and the McQuaid Knights. You are watching this game on Varsity Media, today sponsored by Salvatores.com. Visit Salvatores.com right now. You can check out pizza, wings, subs, sandwiches, wraps, cookies, desserts. That's the same thing, right? You can check out Donuts Delight, which is a big deal as well. Salvatores.com. Check them out right now. Today's game brought to you by Joel. It's a pretty good first half right there of basketball. McQuaid did what they needed to do to gain their lead. They kept it close after the first quarter and was able to grab the lead in the second, and they did it with defense.
They did. It was an entertaining first half. It was a quick first half. Not a lot of fouls, not a lot of turnovers, a lot of up and forth, back and forth game action, and you're right, swarming defense, and that led to a lot of McQuaid points and fast break transition points. So expect the pressure to continue from Coach Leisure's team here in McQuaid, and I'm sure East made a bunch of adjustments as well. So I expect to see a slightly different East team here in the second half too.
Yeah, I heard Coach Barley talking about different things that they're going to have to do. He wants them to get to the basket a little bit more. He wants to take a little bit smaller shots. Some of the shots they took were long shots that were not hitting the rim. So I think they're going to try to take better shots this quarter. And see, the first couple minutes of this quarter is going to be key to seeing who's going to actually win this game.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. You saw a lot of open shots from McQuaid. A lot of ball movement led to a lot of open shots. So let's see if East can do the same thing.
Eagles start with it. They get it right inside.
That's a good start.
Big play right there. They looked right inside. Jackson looked for Simmons, who was able to lay it up and in. And just like that, the Eagles scored 2 points right off the bat.
Yeah, good penetration, dump off to Ross Simmons, and he's just too strong. Easy finish for Justice.
So Simmons will try to complete the three-point play. Just underway, 11 seconds played in the third quarter. He does get it up, and no good, rolls around. So McQuaid comes down with the rebound. Back the other way. Broderick with the ball. Broderick passes it back around, goes around on top. Warren around the other side. Bavidia with the ball, dribbles around, gets it over to Cairns. Back in the corner to Broderick, double team. Back up to Cairns, around to Bavidia. Bavidia with it, pass in. Goes back outside to Broderick for three, and he hammers it home.
Just great ball movement. That's all you could say. Everybody touched the ball a couple times and ended up with a wide open three in the corner.
Big play right there for the Knights. Back in the other direction. Barley with the ball. Guarded by Bavidia with it. Passes it off to Simmons. Simmons tries to go right to the basket. Passes it off to Blocker. He lays it up and in for East.
And that's what East wants to keep doing. Attacking the basket, feeding their low post guys, getting layups like that.
Bavidia with it to Cairns around the other way to Broderick for three. No good. Long rebound, out of bounds. Last touch by the Knights. Rongo was right there, and he's able to tip it out. So the lead will remain at 7, 6:52 to go. Third quarter. Barley with it. Cross half court. Jackson to Barley. Back on the other side to McCullough. McCullough gets it over to Simmons. Back in the corner for Jackson for a three. Bang. Hammers it home for East. Three-pointer right there, and just like that, it's 33-28.
And that was great ball movement on East part, and a big-time three by Clinique Jackson, bringing this game within just 5 points now.
Bedelia around to Warren, over to Broderick. Being guarded by Blocker, gets it back to Bedelia, guarded by Barley. Bedelia tried to drive in, East collapses. They pass it back out to Broderick, around to Brongo. And he tried to pass it back to Broderick. It's stolen by Barley. Here comes East back in the other direction, right to the basket. And up, and a foul by McQuaid. So East doing what they need to do here out of the halftime. They're applying the pressure, taking better care of the ball so far.
Yeah, no, for the whole game, East likes to apply pressure, extended court, and there it led to a turnover.
McCullough at the line, shooting for East. First one up and good. One more for McCullough. Second one up and good. No, actually bounced out. Too quick right there. All right. Here comes McQuaid after the rebound. Warren on the Bavidia being guarded by two East defenders. Shoots it off into the corner to Cairns. Cairns around to Bronco, back out to Adelia, dribbling around in the paint, kicks it out to Cairns for three, no good. Rebound, pulled down by Jackson, shoots it right to Ross Simmons, who does a little spin move and takes it to the basket. And another one for East, and it's down to a 2-point game. Across the timeline, Quaid with it, Adelia. Adelia trying to dribble around. Shoots it up from the foul line, no good. Rebound to Jackson. Look at that, nice play by Blocker. Blocker gets it into Barley, and it's a tie game again.
Yeah, great job, great court awareness there by Blocker to find a cutting Barley for the layup underneath.
Definitely been a game of run so far. East made the first one, McQuaid made the second one, and now East on one right here to get the score back even again. It was a 9-point lead at half, down 33-33 now. Cairns with it. Tried to shoot it in the corner of Adelia, able to. Kicked around to Warren for three. It bounces in rim and out. And as East pulled down the rebound, a foul is called.
Yeah, the foul is going to go against East, against Clinique Jackson there. You see Bronco and him fighting for the rebound, and Jackson's going to get whistled for the foul.
So good play for Bronco to be able to draw that one. They get it right into Bronco, tries to go up but no good. And it's tipped and touched by East out of bounds. Coach Barley not happy, wanted East to grab that rebound right there. From underneath the basket, it's inbounded. Babadelia shoots it out top to Bronco, around to Cairns, back up out top to Warren. Round to Babadelia, inside to Cairns. Cairns drives through right to the basket, no good. Rebound, Bronco up and in, and McQuaid calls a timeout. So the Knights weather the rally, they stop the run for East and score to make it 35-33, 30-second timeout, McQuaid.
Yeah, there was a big bucket there by Bronco, and East just makes it so tough underneath with their length. You got 6'8" and Darren Blocker, and you got 6'4", 6'5" Justice Ross Simmons, but it altered the first shot. Bronco just stayed with it, got the rebound, put it back up.
So we're glad to have you along today. Second matchup of the season between these two teams. Again, of note, East has played the last 3 days. So this is their, they played since Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today. And they also play tomorrow.
Yeah, that full NBA schedule they're on right now.
So they're trying to get all these games in this short period of time. The sectionals begin 1 week from today.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun week next week with 3 days of sectionals for each class, and no time to waste. They play on Saturday, have a couple days off, play again Monday, Tuesday.
Here we go, East with it after the McQuaid basket and timeout. Barley passes it off to Simmons. Quaid in the 2-3 zone. Over to Blocker. Blocker tries to go to the basket. Offensive foul. Saw that. McQuaid was set right there. Blocker tried to go right up, and he initiated the contact. McQuaid able to take over on the offensive foul.
Yeah, I think that was Bronco drawing that charge. Good position there.
Back the other way, McQuaid with it. Roderick has it to Babadelia, back inside to Bronco. Back around to Broderick. Babadelia tried to pass through and travel there.
Yeah, now we see the East pressure starting to cause some turnovers.
They are. Exciting game right here. I have a feeling, the score is right where they want to be. Sometimes East is in the 30s in the first part of the second quarter.
Yeah, this is usually a first quarter score for them. Certainly the last game we did.
So McQuaid wants to keep the score down. They're doing so far. So we'll see if this continues. Clinique Jackson being guarded by Broderick. Jackson goes to the basket, up no good. Rebound for Simmons. He's able to put it up and in, and we're tied again.
So active around the offensive glass. Justice Ross Simmons, so strong.
Keith Warren around the ball screen. Shoots it off and around to Babadelia. Fakes a shot, back to Warren again, being double teamed. Warren able to get it to Bronco. Shoot around to Cairns. Babadelia to Bronco. Good ball movement. Gets it to Warren. Tries to go to the basket. No good. Rebound down to Justice Ross Simmons. Simmons will go right down court. Goes right to the basket. No good. Blocker get the rebound. They weren't able to put it up. McQuaid gets it. Here come the Knights back the other way. And that's tipped around. Babadelia controls it. shoots it off around to Warren. Wide open for three, and no good. And Clinique Jackson on the box out takes the rebound and shoots it back to Simmons. Simmons to the basket, up, and a foul.
You know, East High, can you imagine it as a Coach Barley? You got two weapons in a 6'8", 6'4" guy. They can dribble like point guards. I mean, you see these guys out in transition.
They're going coast to coast.
Yeah.
They're pulling the rebound down from the McQuaid side and going all the way back down the other way.
Yeah, most bigs are going to turn and look for their point guard. They turn and look up court.
For sure. 2 shots for Simmons at the line. First one good, and he takes the lead back. Second one for Simmons is up, bounces around front rim, back rim, and in. It's 37-35.
Everybody's wondering why it was so quiet there on the free throws. McQuaid, actually no spectators allowed here, just central personnel and media are allowed here.
Which is what we would call. There's a pass from McQuaid. It's intercepted by Blocker. He's able to get it across court. There's no pressure applied, and McQuaid sits back in that 2-3 zone. Simmons to McCullough for three, and he hits it home. And back to a 5-point lead again for East. Trading leads, back and forth. Warren with it, picks up the ball screen. Shoots it off in the corner to Bavadelia. Bavadelia has to pass it off, hits it around to Cairns. Back up around to Bavadelia from the foul line. Fakes around, shoots it back to Cairns. 4-3, bang! Three-pointer, the Knights needed that right there.
Yeah, big shot to stop the run. Great job by Bavadelia to draw 3 East defenders and able to kick it out to Cairns for the 3.
Here comes Parley back the other way, trying to dribble around Bavadelia, then pulls it back out
Wow.
for 3. He launches it for 3, nails it home, looks at the East bench and takes his head.
So good with that step back 3. He had the defender going one way. He just stepped back and knocked down a big time 3.
Back the other direction, Bavadelia with it, 1:08 to go in the third quarter. Warren to Cairns from 18 feet, and a nice shot right there.
Yeah, back and forth action. Here we go.
40, 55 seconds on a well-played, well-paced game so far. Barley with it off to Simmons. Again, McQuaid in that zone, tries to get it into Blocker. Blocker has it, he dribbles it back around, now he shoots for 3, and he hammers it home. 3-pointer for Blocker, and it's a 6-point lead.
There you go, your 6'8" center stepping back, knocking down a 3 with some nice touch on it.
Just like you said, they're all like point guards.
That's amazing.
Yep. Warren with it, dribbles around Barley, Warren to the glass, a nice little move right there. And McQuaid able to score, shot clock is off, 18 seconds. East can hold for the last shot if they would like to.
I love Warren's game too, he's not afraid to take the ball to the hoop in the bigs.
McQuaid backs off. Barley dribbling around, 2 seconds, down to 1. It's in the corner, and they're not able. McCullough's not able to get the shot off. But a big third quarter for East, able to put them back out in front. They trailed by 9 at half, now lead by 4 into the fourth quarter. It's East 46, McQuaid 42. We're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, and this game presented by Salvatores.com.
Sweet baby, oh baby, sweet baby, oh baby,
Welcome back to McQuaid. The Knights trail the Eagles 46-42 after 3 quarters. So a good quarter right there, Joel, for East.
Yeah, good bounce back quarter there. You saw a little more energy and some good ball movement and good pressure defense, and that's the reason they were able to make that run and get back into the lead again.
So like it always is, vast majority of the time between these two teams, a close game. Could come down to several different situations, and we'll see. This fourth quarter should be interesting.
Yeah, it always seems to be close whenever they play. As we saw earlier in the season, it was a close game. And East certainly has the experience, the firepower on their team, but McQuaid is always in games.
McQuaid starts with it. Warren gets it right into Brongo, who's able to lay it up and in, 46-44. Here comes Barley, guarded by Bavadelia. McQuaid now in the man-to-man defense. Simmons into Jackson, goes right to it. He dropped the shoulder, and another offensive foul called against East.
Yeah, that's 3 or 4 now drawn by McQuaid. Great job, great defense, able to draw the charge there. Take one more look. Jackson just puts his shoulder down a little bit. McQuaid comes away with the ball.
Here comes Warren. Warren with it for 3. It rolls in and bounces out, and Blocker comes down with the rebound. Blocker with the long pass to Barley. Barley for 3 around Bavadelia. Long 3, no good. McQuaid down with the rebound. Warren straight up court from the foul line. Little floater. It's up and in. And Joel, we're tied again.
Nice touch there by Warren on the fast break. Just pulling up a little bit and a nice soft touch.
With a kiss. Is that what they say? That's what they say, right? Barley with it off to Jackson. Jackson trying to dribble around 2, gets it inside to Justice Ross Simmons. And they call a block on the Knights, and the basket goes in. McQuaid did not like the call, but he's able to pick up 2 and 1.
Yeah, that looked that was awfully close to a mirror image of the last charge, but the call going Ross Simmons' way this time. Let's take a look. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those bang-bang plays.
Either direction. Yeah, it's that's some of the toughest calls for an official. That block charge and the emphasis they have to do. They have position or not, so each team getting the advantage of one of them right there. 3-point play completed for Simmons. And McQuaid coming back up court again.
I do like to see that going the offensive player's way from time to time as well.
Pass comes around, Warren with it. Warren being double teamed, gets it to Brongo. Back around the other way to Broderick for 3. Looks real good, and he's able to hammer it home.
Yeah, got a nice stroke over there in the corner, and that was nothing but net. And there's that ball, keep ball movement by McQuaid, creating open threes, and that one knocked down.
6:08 to go in the fourth quarter. It's 49-49. And McQuaid on defense tries to steal the ball back. East recovers, but McQuaid gets it right back, and Broderick right to the rim and puts it in. And McQuaid with the lead again.
Great back-to-back possessions by Broderick.
Here we go. Justice Ross Simmons running the point right now. Barley being guarded by Bavadelia. Barley with it. Barley pass into Jackson. Jackson back around to McCullough for 3. No good. Rebound to Justice Ross Simmons. Gets it out to Blocker for 3. Bounces around. Out. No good. East saves the ball. Back to Barley. Barley with it. Pass out to Jackson. Around the other way to McCullough. McCullough tries the baseline to the basket. Up and in. And a timeout for East. Nice play right there. They're able to get 2 offensive rebounds and score. And again, tie the game.
Yeah, that was great back-to-back plays by McCullough to get the rebound, and then once he got the ball back, to drive the lane, easy layup. Big-time play there by McCullough.
Now, this goes without saying, Joel, but I'm going to say it anyways. I feel like the team that's going to get the bigger stops down the stretch is going to pull this game out.
Yeah, I mean, it's been the theme of the game so far is defense, and I think whatever team makes that big defensive stop at the end is probably going to be probably going to lead to the game-winning basket. We'll see.
All right, 5:18 to go in the third quarter. Second matchup of the season between East and McQuaid. And we were mentioned before, the sectionals beginning next week for these classes. I believe it's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. They do have a day built in case that they're not able to play. I believe they can play out until Sunday that week.
Just strange to think that sectionals are here already. The season just started 3.5 weeks ago, a little less than 3.5 weeks ago, and here we are.
So happy to be able to play basketball.
Yeah.
That's for sure. McQuaid with it. Warren across the timeline gets it over to Broderick. Broderick gets it into Cairns. Cairns being double teamed. Back out top again to Broderick.
12 seconds on the shot clock.
Might have got away with some steps there.
Shoots it off in the corner to Cairns for three, no good. And it bounces off of Cairns' leg and goes out of bounds. So on the long rebound, it does tail out. And here come the Eagles with a 51-51 game.
That's what we hoped for.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Barley to Jackson. Back to Barley again. Back inside. Around the other way to Jackson for three. No good. Rebound to McCullough. Tips it right back. McQuaid takes it. And here come the Knights the other way. Warren right to the basket. Up and in. And McQuaid takes the lead back again.
Good body control there by Keith Warren to get to the lane and get that layup up and in.
Barley for three.
And back we go.
Wow. Bang the other way. Barley puts East back on top. And we're halfway through the fourth quarter. 4 minutes left, 54-53. Warren with it, trying to dribble around the ball screen. Gets it into the corner for Broderick. Back up on top to Warren for the long three. Is good. Right back in the other direction. McQuaid answers, 56-54.
What a fun game. Back and forth we go, three after three, big shot after big shot. Just typical of an East McQuaid game.
Here we go in the corner. Simmons out to Jackson. Jackson fakes a shot. Dribble around, gets it back to Simmons again. Being guarded by Karen. Simmons trying to go up, gets ball. Able to pick it up himself and lay it up and in and ties the game again.
That was a great defensive play by Cairns, but Ross Simmons just stuck with it, grabbed the ball and laid it back up.
Here comes Warren. Warren shoots it off in the corner. Babadelia up to Cairns, who faked the three, then passes it off to Babadelia, who shoots a three. It's long, and East comes down with the rebound. Here come the Eagles, back the other direction. Justice Ross Simmons to the basket, no good. Quay grabs the rebound. It's handled in the jump ball, and possession will stay with East.
Yeah, good heads-up play there by Ross Simmons to follow a shot and able to draw the jump ball.
Out of bounds. Clinique Jackson from under the basket gets it in. Currently handled by Blocker. Blocker looking around. Guarded by Cairns. Blocker goes right to the basket. Puts it up from the baseline. No good. Rebound down. And they call McQuaid for the foul on the floor. The Knights pick up the foul as they're fighting for the rebound, and they call it on the hands.
Yeah, much to the chagrin of Coach Leisure and the McQuaid bench. That was a tough one, but you see Blocker in there using his height. McQuaid did a good job on boxing out, but Blocker was able to get in there and grab that ball.
Jackson from out of bounds, shoots it into McCullough, goes to the basket and picks up a foul on his way in. Shot's no good. 2:33 to go. And 16 foul rather on the Knights. So McCullough at the line, shooting two for East. First one's up and no good.
Yeah, interesting to note the foul count right now. You got 16 fouls for McQuaid and just 3 for East. So we'll see if free throws play a part in the end of this game.
They also East with those fouls to give, like you said, which could come into play as well.
Absolutely.
Eagles with the 1-point lead. Knights on the move. As Warren shoots it off in the corner to Cairns, inside to Brongo. Back up to Babadelia in the corner. Nice ball movement. Broderick for three, no good. Rebound down in the hands of Justice Ross Simmons, who shoots it off to McCullough for three. Bang for East.
Big time shot there for McCullough.
Big basket right there, and it's back to a 4-point game as we approach 2 minutes. Warren with it, shoots it off to Broderick. They get it around to Babadelia, back up to Broderick again. Broderick trying to dribble around, gets it to Brongo. Brongo right inside to Cairns, who puts it in. Nice play right there. The good ball movement. McQuaid's going to continue to run that offense and able to force the chances for the Knights. 1:45 to go here in the fourth.
Yeah, we had a good bird's eye view there as you see the ball movement, the rotation here by McQuaid. See, just very patient, and then the cut by Cairns into the lane. Nice soft touch to bring McQuaid within 2.
60-58 East. We'll step aside here for just a second. You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network. Today's game brought to you by Salvatores.com. All right, welcome back to McQuaid. East leading McQuaid 60-58, 1:45 to go. Joel, I think we're in for a end of game play here.
Yeah,
going right now.
When these two teams play, it's always exciting. It usually comes down to the last couple of possessions. Today's just like the rest of these games, and we expected this, we had hoped for this, and we're watching a really good game.
Here we go, cross court. Clinique Jackson being guarded by Broderick. Broderick heels to the 3-line. Jackson with it. Round to Justice Ross Simmons. Simmons tries to go to the basket and steps for East. Simmons travels. And good call right there. 2-point game, Knights trail with the ball. Across the timeline. Warren going right to the basket, lays it up and in and ties the game again. Every time a team has made a run, the other team has come back and answered.
They've answered, and a great answer there by Warren. Just love his game, like I said. Not afraid to take it into the lane and get that one up off the glass.
Here we go, Eagles with the possession. Blocker with it, being guarded by Bronco. Under a minute to go. Blocker to the basket, up, no good. Rebound, bounces around. McQuaid pulls it down, and Warren with it as the Knights look to slow down just a tad.
Big stop there for McQuaid to get the ball back. Few possessions left.
Warren with it. Warren looking around, passes it into Bronco. Bronco dribbles around, up, no good. And McQuaid slows down, and he's coming back the other way. They're intent to try to get the last shot of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, about a 3-second difference here between the game clock and the shot clock.
Justice Ross Simmons with it in a tie game. Being guarded closely, shoots it off in the corner. Out to Barley, 15 seconds, 14 on the shot clock, 15 on the game clock. It's out top. McQuaid trying to keep the ball out, trying to prevent the long three right here. Oh, McCullough gets it up in the corner for Barley for three, no good, long rebound. McQuaid pulls it down. Warren with it, long shot, no good. And we're going to get what we asked for today, right?
Bonus basketball.
60-60. We're going to the extra frame. There we go.
Let's take a look at that final sequence here.
Wow.
It's a great ball move. Barley with the open shot. Nice look. Just a little bit short. Good rebound there for McQuaid. One last heave for Keith. Warren falls short, and here we go, headed to overtime.
They had a chance. Both teams had a chance there with under a minute to go to try to score it, and unable to do so. So we'll take it. Free basketball coming up from McQuaid. It is coming up next. You are watching the Eagles and the Knights. This game brought to you by Salvatores.com on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Sweet baby. Oh, baby.
All right, welcome back to McQuaid John Ryan Memorial Gymnasium as we are getting set for 4 minutes of overtime. 60-60. Joel, how about that sequence at the end of the fourth quarter right there?
Yeah, that was a great opportunity for East to get the shot left with just a few seconds left on the clock. They got the shot that they wanted, a wide open three in the corner for Damani Barley. Just didn't go in, and it's only fitting we're going into overtime today. It's been a closely contested contest throughout.
All right, so we'll tip it up. 4 minutes of overtime.
Now is when those fouls might come into play too. You see
Yeah.
one more for McQuaid, and East is going to the line.
East at 3 fouls for them, and so if McQuaid were able to gain a lead, and East was going to have to foul to try to get the possession, might come into play as they have the 3 fouls to give right now. So East wins the tip. It gets off the blocker. He goes up and a foul. 7th foul against McQuaid. And Blocker will go to the line and shoot 2 for the Eagles.
That's probably a design play they have off the tip, as you see Blocker sprinting down off the opening tip there and able to draw the foul and head to the line.
2 shots for Blocker. First one is up and good. Second one is good. 62-60. Quaid's first possession of OT. Warren has it across the timeline. Guarded by Simmons. Pass around to Broderick, who brings it back up top, around to Cairns. Inside to Brongo. Nice pick and roll right there. He with the move and went back door, and they were able to get it into him and tie the game.
The pick and roll to perfection there led to a wide open layup. Well executed by McQuaid.
And the other direction. Here comes Blocker. Little hit, hook shot. Unable to knock it down, and McQuaid comes down to the rebound. Double team as they try to keep it in, and then Blocker fouls him. So East was trying to press. They had the extra guy up, and they committed the foul. That's the 4th team foul against the Eagles. Might not be the worst thing in the world, actually, for East to get that foul there.
Yeah, like we talked about, just in case they need to use them at the end. Got a few more fouls to give. 3, actually.
Warren across the timeline. Shoots it off in the corner to Broderick. Broderick to Babadilia to the other side to Cairns for 3. Long rebound down to East. They pick it back up, and Barley will come back the other way. Barley off to Blocker. Blocker with it. Step back, doesn't fix the shot, and passes it back to Barley. Barley being guarded by Babadilia. Shoots it around the other side. Kai McCullough. McCullough goes in. Throws his arm into him, no call, as the shot goes back up and around, and it's taken back by East. They go to the basket, no good. Rebound for McCullough, able to lay it up and in.
That's way to stick with it. Kai McCullough come away with that basket and easy putback.
Warren back the other way for McQuaid. Shoots it off in the corner to Cairns, back around to Babadilia. Back to Cairns in the corner. Guarded by McCullough. Cairns dribbles in, can't find a shot. It passes it off to Babadilia off the rim, no good. Rebound, Brongo right up and in. So McQuaid stays with it. They get their offensive rebound, and there we go.
And there's another turnover.
Wow.
Great play by Babadilia.
And look at this, Warren right to the basket, up no good. Rebound, pulled down by Blocker, and a foul. Foul against the Knights on the rebound, and it'll be a bonus situation for East. So McQuaid ties it, forces the turnover, and nice rebound right there for Blocker.
Here's that hustle play here by Babadilia that led to the opportunity. Couldn't connect, and Blocker's able to draw the foul here to go to the line.
One and one for East. First shot for Blocker is good. So bonus opportunity, under 2 minutes to go in overtime. East had a chance to win at the end of regulation, unable to do so, and that's why we're in overtime right here. Second shot is good, and Coach Barley calls timeout for East.
Yeah, 2 big free throws there by Blocker. I don't think he's missed yet from the line. So 2 big free throws to give them a healthy 2-point lead here with a little under 2 minutes to go.
66-64, East leads it. Be right back. You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network. Today's game sponsored by Salvatores.com. Welcome back to East and McQuaid from McQuaid Jesuits. Sam Schreier, Joel Belfazer. Joel, we got a good one going on right now. We are in overtime number 1, 66-64 East.
Yes, it's fun. I mean, just what we hope for, a tight game between two very good programs, two well-coached teams. We haven't talked a lot about the coaches tonight, but two of the best coached teams in Section 5 for sure.
Keith Warren with the ball. Ball screened by Mavadelia. And Warren able to get it across the timeline. Mavadelia with it. Looking around. Shoots it off around to Broderick. Broderick being guarded by McCullough. Broderick with the dribble handoff to Cairns, being double teamed. And McQuaid able to get the timeout. So the shot clock down to 12, and the Knights called the timeout right there.
Yeah, smart play there. He was trapped in the corner, nowhere to go. Quick call by Coach Leisure. Didn't see if it was a 30 or a full.
It was a full timeout right there. Well, you said we haven't talked much about the coaches, but let's talk about this.
Sure.
Right? So the McQuaid Knights wins this, been to the sectional finals. They won two straight sectionals. They lost the finals last year.
Yep.
And the East High defending champions in their sectional bracket as well.
Yeah, I mean, you start with McQuaid and Coach Leisure. It seems like every year, whether they're loaded from a talent perspective or not, they always seem to be there at the end in the Class AA finals. And that's just a tribute to, his coaching and the players buying into the system. And then on the East High side, you see with Coach Barley, he's taken these kids, and these kids have all been up through the program together for a while, and they knew this was a talented group. And we've seen it the last couple of years. This East High team has been really impressive the last several years. They have a rich history of good programs, but this group specifically probably means a lot to them.
McQuaid with it, they try to get it in, and it's stolen off the inbounds pass. Barley with it now, he dribbles around, and they try to kick it back out. They do, off in the corner for three, no good. Rebound to Blocker. Blocker being guarded by two defenders, and he's able to kick it back out to Barley as they get 25 on the shot clock. Back up out top to Barley for three. No good. And McQuaid tried to go for the rebound, and the hand got in by Justice Ross Simmons. He tips it out of bounds. So McQuaid will retain after the missed possession right there for East.
Yeah, just a couple more shots that just aren't falling for East that we're so used to seeing them go down for them.
Here we go, back the other direction. Warren with it. Warren to the basket, up, and he draws a foul. Approaching a minute to go. Now, we talked about the fact that East has played, this is their fourth game in a row. We're in overtime right now. So what does that mean? What does that mean for East here? As by the way, before you answer that, that's the fifth foul against Blocker. So Blocker's fouled out of the game.
Yeah, that's a big one here. I mean, they're going to lose, a lot of different dimensions that Blocker brings.
But anyway, what do we, as far as the rest factor goes, McQuaid definitely with the advantage there.
Yeah, I mean, certainly you're talking about, I'll let this free throw go up, and it's no good by Keith Warren. Conditioning comes into play. These are all young guys in great physical shape, but it takes a toll on you. It doesn't matter what age you are and what shape you're in. And East plays that up and down, full court press. I mean, you add that to playing 3 straight games, and their legs got to be a little light at this point.
Second one for Warren is good. Blocker had fouled out of the game.
A little heavy, excuse me. A little heavy at this point.
Yeah. 66-65. East with the lead. Justice Ross Simmons. Dribble handoff to Barley. Guarded by Bambadilla. Set the ball screen. They get into the corner to Clinique Jackson. 40 seconds to go in the game. 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. Shot clock down to 10. Back out top. McCullough around to Jackson. 4-3, no good. Rebound up and in. Big rebound right there for East. As Justice Ross Simmons picks it off, lays it up and in, and he will be able to have a chance to complete the three-point play.
Yeah, one of the biggest plays of the day here. We're going to take a look. Clinique Jackson with the 3, no good. But there is Ross Simmons just exerting himself, able to jump up, get the rebound, put it back up. Big-time play for Justice Ross Simmons.
At the line, shooting 1. Shot is up, and it's short. And it's a 3-point game now, 26 seconds to go. Here we go, Warren back in the other direction. Into the corner for Broderick for 3. Rolls around and goes down. Big three-pointer. So we missed the foul shot. They're able to take it. They set up a play. They shoot it right in the corner, and Broderick able to hammer it home from the corner and tie the game again with 20 seconds left in overtime.
Let's look at that again. That's a big-time miss on the free throw line, and there you go. There's the shot by Broderick, and it is in.
That friendly roll right there.
That's the hometown roll right there, and we have a tie game yet again.
All right, folks, stick around. We got 20 seconds left in overtime number 1. And if the rest of the game has been any indication, it should be pretty exciting here coming down the stretch. I'm Sam Schreier with Joel Belfazer. You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, presented by Salvatore's Pizza.
Sweet baby. Oh, baby.
All right, we are back, 68-68, 20 seconds to go. From under the basket, Justice Ross Simmons will inbound. Team fouls could come into play here, right? 9-5, 17 seconds. Well, East with a chance. They get it across. 10 seconds to go on the game. Let's see if McQuaid can get another stop like he did at the end of the regulation. Justice Ross Simmons gets it in. It's tipped away, and they call foul against McQuaid. Wow. It went in as he was going up. They said they got him on the arm.
That one's going to be talked about for a little while. Let's take a look here. Ball gets loose, and I don't know. That's a tough one if you're McQuaid right now.
In that situation, it's tough right there. So it's going to actually be 2 shots from the line. 2 shots from the line. 2 seconds to go. East has it. Folks, first one is up and long, no good.
Let's get it interesting. Let's see how this second one goes.
Folks will get another chance with 2 seconds to go. Tie game, 68-68. 1 shot for Folks. Shot goes up. It is short again, but the rebound comes down to Simmons trying to tip it up. Second shot was no good. Are you kidding me right now? Folks misses both shots. Simmons with a chance to win it. It gets tipped away. And guess what, Joel? We're going to double overtime.
More bonus basketball. Let's take a look here. There's Folks with the free throw, no good. The chance for Ross Simmons, no. Another chance, no good. And the clock runs out. Wow.
Wow, what a sequence right there. All right. We're going to step aside here as we get ready for overtime number 2. We'll get you set up at 68-68 with the Eagles and the Knights. And you are watching the Varsity Media Sports Network. And today's game brought to you by Salvatores.com.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming.
Cuts inside. Touchdown, Red Devils. Rosin coach Greg Murphy. There's you. What a move! And the foul.
Videography. And photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography.
All right, we are back. Joel, it's double overtime.
Yeah, catch your breath. It's, the first one of the year we did went into 3 overtime. This one's 2 overtime. This has been an exciting game.
It has been exciting. Now, one thing to note right now, East is going to be without blocker for this overtime.
Yeah,
because
that's
he did
big.
foul out at the end of the first overtime.
Yep, that's a big part of their offense and their defense that's going to be missing here for this last 4 minutes. Maybe the last 4 minutes. We'll see.
East had a chance to win at the end of regulation, chance to win at the end of overtime, and they had quite a look there at the end.
Yeah, the end of both regulations, they've had good chances to put this game away, just unable to get it down through the hoop, and here we are, double overtime.
Eagles win the tip. It's out top, Justice Ross Simmons, around to Barley. Dribble handoff around the other way to McCullough. McCullough drives, kicks it out to Jackson. Jackson being guarded by Broderick with the big three at the end of the first overtime. Jackson with a long shot, no good. Rebound McQuaid as Cairns comes down with it. Here come the Knights, back in the other direction. Back up out top. Abadelia with it. Abadelia being guarded by East closely. Justice Ross Simmons. He kicks it around to Brongo and back up around to Cairns. On the other way, Abadelia. Abadelia with it, trying to dribble around, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Got tipped away, but he's able to keep it in and tip it to Cairns, who shoots a three. It rolls around, no good. Brongo with the rebound, right up and fouls. So they almost turned it over as it went across court. They're able to save it to Cairns. They created the play right there because two defenders were guarding on McQuaid. They were able to get it into Brongo, and Brongo missed it, but he's going to the line for two.
Yeah, just good, strong rebound by Brongo to earn the trip to the line.
First one's good.
And you can see on that offensive set that East is just, Damani Barley over there just blanketing Keith Warren, does not want him to be part of the offense.
Second one good, or no good, rather, 69-68. 1 minute gone by in overtime, number two. Justice Ross Simmons brings it across the timeline. Simmons around to Jackson. Jackson being guarded by Broderick. Allen shoots it off in the corner. Three-pointer is good for East. Kai McCullough hammers it home from the corner. 71-69. East with the lead.
McCullough seems to come up with those big shots whenever they need them.
And back the other way. Warren to the basket, and he draws a foul. So he went up to try to get the layup. Kind of took it off of his angle there a little bit, and he picks up the foul, so he'll go to the line and try to even things up at 71.
And landed a little awkwardly there. Hopefully he's all right, shaking it off a little bit.
Yeah, I know we mentioned it before, but this could come into play with Blocker out of the game.
Yeah, I mean, one of their most dynamic scorers for sure, but, you know, he really creates havoc there for opposing offenses, too, underneath. So, yeah, they're missing a big piece right now.
First one's good. Second shot up and good. We're tied again. 2:29 to go as Warren completes both foul shots. Back in the other direction, Justice Ross Simmons. Guarded by Cairns. Simmons with it. Simmons looking around, passes it off to Jackson. Jackson dribbling around Broderick, around Cairns. Jackson gets it right up. Draws a contact, no good. Another shot, out of bounds on the rebound. McQuaid possession.
Couple good chances there for Clinique Jackson, but McQuaid able to just get position there and get the ball back. So great defense there by McQuaid.
Good job for the Knights. They call out the play as Warren runs it. Ball screen set up so they get it across court. Gets it inside to Brongo, no good. And then they fight for the loose ball, and the possession will stay with the Knights.
Good job there underneath by Justice Ross Simmons with the slot there, but just McQuaid just staying with it, able to get the jump ball and keep possession.
We're in double overtime at 71-71. Pass in to Brongo. Back around to Cairns, out to Babadelia, back around again to Warren. Warren broke free. They set the ball screen for Warren. He goes right from the foul line, shoots it, no good. Rebound, Brongo up and in. Nice play by Brongo. He just fought for that rebound and put it in. And McQuaid again with a 2-point lead.
What a tough play by Jordan Brongo, but great rebound. We're able to grab that one and put it back up for to give McQuaid the lead.
McCullough back the other way. Shot is short, no good. McQuaid comes up with the rebound. And they're trying to pass it out. Warren's got it. He's got numbers with him. Back the other way from the foul line. Little floater is up and in. And a 4-point lead and a timeout for the Knights. Good job right there from McQuaid. Then the offensive possession. Then created with the defense, able to get it. They got the numbers back the other way and scored again.
We'll look at that first one by Brongo. Warren with the tough shot, and Brongo just fighting for the rebound and able to grab it and put it back up and in. And then Warren back on the next trip to extend this lead to 4. So good couple possessions there for McQuaid.
All right, we are going to step aside briefly. We'll be right back. You're watching McQuaid and East. Game presented by Salvatores.com, the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Looking for a great way to commemorate this season's sectionals? Section 5 Athletics is excited to work with Mugs & More to offer a variety of apparel options for each sport and each season. Items include graphics specifically developed to feature the sport and year, including items such as hoodies, hats, pants, and more. Apparel for each season is available for a limited time, so don't miss your chance. Visit section5.org/mugsandmore to see the many options and place your order today.
And we're back. 1:10 to go, double overtime. McQuaid has opened it up to a 4-point lead on the last 2 possessions, able to score. East is without Blocker, who's fouled out of the game. So that height advantage that they had inside with Blocker and able to create the offense-defense has disappeared. So here we go. They pass it in, McCullough. He passes it around to Clinique Jackson. Jackson with it, back around to Barley. Barley being guarded by Bavadilia. Barley with it. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 54 on the game clock. Back around to McCullough, around to Justice Ross Simmons. He goes to the basket, up and in, and hammers it home, and foul on McQuaid. So East has a chance at a 3-point play. Joel, I got to tell you, I don't think this game's over either.
Not yet, and I like the play call there, going to Ross Simmons and getting him a screen, letting him get to the rim, and he finishes so well as he just did. Looks like we have a 5th foul there on Jordan Brongo, so now he's going to be out for McQuaid.
So Brongo out for McQuaid and a Blocker out for East. So two gentlemen have fouled out of the game. Team fouls now will not be an issue as far as East having to catch up on the foul situation. It's at 10-7, so both teams are balls. East has just cut the lead to 2, and their Justice Ross Simmons will try to complete the 3-point play. Shot is up and good. And it's a 1-point game. Timeout for East with 47 seconds to go, 75-74. So what does McQuaid need to do here?
Yeah, big possession. They got to take care of the ball. You got to expect some heavy pressure here from East, extending full court like they have been most of this game. So be interested to see what Coach Leeser draws up here. But, if you're McQuaid, you want to just keep the ball movement like you've been doing all game and try to get an open shot. And if you're East, keep that pressure up, try to get a steal, and if not, try to force a tough shot and get the rebound and get one more chance at this.
All right, so it'll be McQuaid ball underneath their basket. As we've just had a back and forth game, all game, right? So each team has made runs, and the other team has come back to be able to answer with those runs. McQuaid had that 9-point lead and it evaporated at the beginning of the third quarter.
I was going to say, that by far, that wasn't very long-lived, I don't think. This game has been within 4 or 5 points, it seems like, the entire game.
All right, here we go, 47 seconds in OT, and the Knights with a 1-point lead. Inbounding from underneath their basket, they pass it in. Bavadilia was able to get it right back to Cairns, who tries to get it across half court. Warren being guarded. 25 seconds and timeout McQuaid. They almost got a backcourt violation right there.
So that was close. They had 2 seconds on the clock there to get it over.
So full timeout for the Knights. 38 seconds to go. Double overtime. The Knights with a 1-point lead. You're watching the Knights and the Eagles on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Today's game brought to you by Salvatores.com. All right, welcome back to McQuaid. 38 seconds to go in overtime. The Knights called the timeout, preventing the 10-second call. So we'll see. They'll inbound it, and they're able to get it into Warren. Warren being double-teamed, able to get it across court. Into Broderick. Trying to pass it in, and it's intercepted by East. And East trails by 1, and now shot clock is off. Here we go again.
If you're East, that's what you want to do. Force the turnover, give yourself a chance.
We got it. Here we go. Barley with it, being guarded by Avidilia. 15 seconds to go. Out around. Justice Ross Simmons to the basket. Up is no good. Rebound comes down. Jump ball is called, and possession is with East.
That ball just landed in the lap of Broderick here. Let's take a quick look while they're wipe the floor a little bit. Just landed in his lap. Luckily, he wasn't out of bounds, and East able to force the tie up there.
Yeah, I think he was thinking about calling timeout too to try to save it, but I don't think they thought he had possession all the way at that point. Pass gets in. 5 seconds to go. Kai McCullough tried to get it up. Shots blocked. McQuaid comes down with it and fouled. Warren came down with it after the block. And the Knights, with 0.3 of a second to go, are going to get a chance to extend the lead.
You know, it's only fitting that this game might be decided by defense. As we see here, Kearns with the block. Warren comes down with the rebound, gets fouled. And
they're going to put more time on it.
I was going to say, there's not enough time to get a shot off here. So let's see what they put the clock at.
They put at 0.6.
0.6, which is just enough, I believe, to actually release.
So what do you do here, McQuaid, right? You go for the first one to make it a 2-point game and then try to miss on purpose?
Well,
what do you do?
They have a 1-and-1 here if you're McQuaid, so you got to make the first one.
McQuaid pulls them all off the line.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you talk to coaches, and some of them will play it a little differently. You could miss it, and there's very little chance that they're going to catch it and release. So,
but if he makes both, that's a 3-point game too. Yep. So, there we go. Warren, first one up, good. And now it's a 2-point lead for McQuaid in double overtime. What a game we've had tonight.
Incredible. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun.
Here's the second one. Is up and no good. He misses it. And time runs out. And the McQuaid Knights have defeated the East Eagles in double overtime. Good win tonight for McQuaid as they're able to avenge an early season loss. And East, who was playing their 4th game in a row, had to go into double overtime. They had to go into double overtime, and McQuaid able to pull it out by 2. Now, I'll tell you what, East had chances at the end of regulation, chances at the end of OT, and they are too much tonight for East in the end.
Yeah, you said it right. I mean, first of all, what a big win for McQuaid. Easily their biggest of the season, and this is a time you want to get it. Heading into sectionals next week, you get a big win over a big rival like this, gets you a lot of momentum going into the postseason. And like you said, East had a couple of great chances at the end of regulation, the end of first overtime, to put this one away. Didn't go down, didn't fall in, and McQuaid took advantage of every opportunity, and that's why they came away with the win.
Heck of a game tonight. We asked for a big, good game, and we certainly got it tonight. And we so very much appreciate you. Joel, that was fun. Had a good time tonight.
That was a lot of fun. Thank you, Sam, for calling tonight's game, and thanks to our videographer, Kyle Sanson, for an awesome job as always. And had a lot of fun.
And thanks to Salvatores.com for sponsoring tonight's game. Appreciate that. Appreciate Soccer Sam Fantuzzo. And we appreciate you watching. You've seen a great one tonight. Final score in double overtime. The McQuaid Knights 76 and the East High Eagles 74. For Joel Belfazer, I'm Sam Schreier. We'll see you on down the road on the Varsity Media Sports Network.